What's up, guys? Hornet Addicts with you here, bringing you Fairytail manga review, 100-Year Crest review. This was chapter 19, titled From the Abyss. This was a very good chapter. It was just straight up battling chapter from beginning to end. We have Natsu and his group fighting the Water God Dragon still, and they're trying to do everything in their power to hurt this creature, and nothing is working. Whenever Gray turns anything into ice, it gets automatically turned back into water, so he's like completely useless. Natsu attacks are not doing anything, and the other three, Wendy, Lucy, and Ezra, can't even get near him or even touch him with their long distance attacks. And everything's just getting blown away by wind pressure that's around him. And they're doing everything possible to try to get him, and they really can't touch him. And we have this one panel where Natsu like goes up to hit him, and he gets absorbed into the water pool that's above him in the sky. And Natsu actually sims through it to actually sneak attack him and hit him with his Flame Lotus at full power, which is his sacred dragon art. I guess you could say his finisher. And it's like he hits him with it, but the flames automatically evaporates when it hits him, and like nothing happens, and there's no damage on him or whatever. And he ends up pushing Natsu off. And he does this weird thing, the Water God Dragon, with the water that's above him that he's using to fight these guys, and the water opens up, and like a whirlpool's in the middle of it, and it picks and it absorbs Natsu. Everyone's worried because it looked like that was going to kill him, because that was the purpose of that technique. But then out of nowhere, we get, this one panel where like a dragon comes out the water, and we don't see his body except his hand, and he has Natsu in his hand, and the Water God Dragon looks confused, and this dragon tells him, "This person is mine. Leave Natsu alone, Water God Dragon." And that was the end of the chapter. So let's start talking about that other dragon that just entered the battlefield. One, who could it be? Now, I'm thinking of one of two people, but thanks to the title, I'm leaning it towards this dragon more, since this is called From the Abyss, and we knew that Actilogia was the black dragon of apocalypse, death, technically. Maybe it's him, and he's coming back for revenge on Natsu? I mean, it would be kind of weird, though, because the way they took him out in the regular Fairytail, the season before this, with the Arizar arc, it's like he got taken out because he divided himself, and his spirit was in that dimension realm with all the dragon slayers, and then his body was just going on a rampage. And Natsu defeated the Actilogia spirit, where Lucy got all the mages to help her make a permanent spirit sphere, or fairy sphere, around the Actilogia's body and trap him in it. So that's technically how they ended the Actilogia in Fairytail. So it's going to be kind of weird if the Actilogia comes back, because technically he shouldn't. He's a body with no mind, no soul. So it doesn't make sense for him to come back and start speaking like a person when he doesn't have that soul no more. He's gone, So it could be the Actilogia, that maybe he came back and somehow he got his spirit. Or it could be one of the other 5 god pentagram dragons, and maybe he knows Natsu, and maybe he's upset at Natsu because maybe, I don't know, maybe Actilogia was his brother, or maybe he blames him for what happened to Ignale. Maybe Ignale's a family member or a relative of his or something. Or it could be Ignale himself, maybe. I mean, if you look at the claw, it kind of looks like Ignale's claw, but it had like some dark markings. So it could be, since Ignale was known as the Fire King Dragon, maybe this was the previous Fire King Dragon that Ignale beat, or maybe the new one after Ignale. I mean, it can go either or of the 3 situations I just brought up, but I'm more lenient towards probably something related to the Actilogia. Like, if it's not the Actilogia himself with his mind back in his body, it's probably like a relative of his that wants to take revenge against Natsu, since it is known that Natsu was the one who defeated Actilogia. And on top of that, we know there's 5 Pentagon God Dragons, and the Water God Dragons won, and there's still 4 left. So I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of them have a tie with either Ignale or Actilogia. Maybe this dragon that we have not seen yet is tied to both. Because there's no reason for them to foreshadow the dragon's body unless we've seen this dragon already before. So, most likely this is a dragon that we've seen, and it's most likely going to either be the Actilogia himself or a relative that looks like him. But that was a very unique chapter. Again, it was very quick pacing because it was just straight battle chapter. It wasn't really much dialogue, so there's not really much to intercept about it, or talk about it, I should say. But it was a very good chapter. Feel bad for Natsu because it's like he just defeated the Actilogia and now he's fighting other dragons that are supposed to be on his level and he can't do nothing to them. And I know a lot of people was gonna say, well, he defeated Actilogia because of a plot hole in the regular Fairy Tail, and it was like, it wasn't really a plot hole why he beat him. It was more stupidity. Because it's like, why would you know you're weak to Dragon Slayer magic and you're gonna bring all the Dragon Slayers to one place and you're gonna be there only in your soul form when you're letting your body run rampage? So that was kind of dumb on the Actilogia's part. It was like, he's extremely powerful, but he doesn't seem that smart, apparently. Because like I said, he let his body go wild, but his spirit was in the other realm with the Dragon Slayers. So technically his own stupidity was his downfall. Because if he's just a spirit form, you have to imagine he's not going to be at full power. And he's fighting 7 Dragon Slayers, which Dragon Slayers are just technically the weapon used according to dragons. So, but at the same time, we don't know how powerful this spirit form is. So, I mean, it can go either or way. I don't see it as a convenient. Is it convenient? Yeah, but I don't see it as a plot hole. And it does make sense how Natsu was able to beat him. I mean, it's 7 Dragon Slayers versus 1 dragon. And the dragon can't even go to his dragon form because he's just a spirit. So, he was stuck in his regular form, which is human, fighting them. Yeah, Actilogia was still able to use his Dragon Slayer magic and abilities, but they're not at full potential. So, like I said, he ended himself off in that one for being stupid. So this dragon, again, I believe isn't tied with Actilogia. If it's not Actilogia himself that he found a way to come back, then I would have to say probably someone related to him, but, because, you know, the title says from the Abyss. The Abyss is another word for hell in most religious / story backgrounds or mythology, so, and the only person that we know that will come back from hell that really hates Natsu will probably be the Actilogia, since he lost to Natsu. So like I said, a lot of things are leading up and pointing to that being the Actilogia or a relative. So, but I think it makes more sense if it was the Actilogia, that he found a way to come out of hell and get his body back, and, you know, or maybe he possessed another dragon. Who knows? We know there's more dragons now. Not all dragons was extinct by the Actilogia. There was some hidden and some sealed, so if this isn't the Actilogia back in his body, maybe he took over another dragon's body, or it's a relative. Either way, my point is that this dragon most likely has to be something to deal with, the Actilogia. I'd be very surprised if it's not, after all these hints in the title, but it is what it is. That's all I have for you guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I post an upload. Follow me on Twitter, link me down below. Don't forget to show your family and friends again. And tell me down below what you liked about the chapter and what you didn't like about the chapter. If you have not read the chapter, I advise you to read it. If you read it, go read it again. Great chapter, great stuff. Fairytail 100 Years manga review quest. It's been on fire. All 19 of these chapters has been nice and decent, good pacing. We haven't really seen a lot of ass pulls. People were always complaining about the old Fairytail. And you can tell Hero's stepping up his game. Because even though Hero's not the one drawing out the manga, he has his assistant doing it for him. He is the one coming up with the plot points in the story. So, I wish the Hourverse Emperor arc was like this. If it was this good, then maybe so many people wouldn't have hate on it. But it is what it is. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out.